This is all that's left of one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This was the Temple of Artemis. It's now just a swampy field. But before, when the temple was here, it was 2 football fields long, 146 columns. People would come from all over the world to see this place. And it was here when John was here. Now, Artemis was basically good for business. The local economy was based on her. Her merchandise is still found everywhere. They dig it up all the time. The idea is that you would come to the temple and you would pay the god for whatever you wanted. Matthew, Mark, and Luke all tell us that the last public thing Jesus did was go into the temple marketplace, overturn the table, and drive the money changers out. It was the last public thing he did. If you look at that, where that's supposed to be in the Gospel of John in the story, it's not there. This is one of those sections that John omits, and he substitutes something later on. John shows us that the first public thing Jesus ever did was go into the temple and turn over the temple, the tables of the temple money changers, and drive them out. The first thing he did was tear up the temple market. The last thing he did, it happened twice. They're the bookends of his ministry. See, what had happened was the Jewish temple was becoming what the Temple of Artemis had been for centuries, and that is a place of merchandise. That's what Jesus calls it, a house of merchandise. A place where people believed they could come and pay money to connect with God. They could pay for their salvation. And that enrages Jesus, righteous anger. Beneath that anger, I think, is a deeper level of frustration in Jesus. It's almost a disappointment and a hurt that people have come to the place where they believe that salvation and a way to God is something that they can pay for. Because if there's a price to be paid to reconnect with God, if there's a price to be paid for the forgiveness of sins, Jesus is going to pay it.